Good morning, everybody. I would like to extend my warmest welcome to the presentation press conference for AgriRelevante 2017. I welcome our regional minister for agriculture, and I would like to greet Massimo Goldoni, president of Feder Unacom. I give the floor to our minister of agriculture. Well, I thank you for giving me the possibility to work earlier than expected because I have some other events and other meetings that have been scheduled for me this morning in the Regional Council. I'm the Regional Ministry of Farming here. I would like to thank all of you for joining us today. Well, of course, to us, this is an opportunity to launch an event that is very dear to us, and we attach a great importance to this event because we see in this an opportunity of growth of our rural system. So today, for us, it is a very important opportunity. Well, the data will be provided with a lot of details by President Goldoni, whom I have to thank for his availability and for being such a dear friend of Puglia. And I think this data will be very telling just to understand how an event like the ones we are presenting today it can be considered an enrichment for our farming sector. We are convinced that the system of technological innovation and the system of mechanization must be smartly exploited in terms of the funds made available to support this system, and also in terms of cultural elements to be taught also to our very good farmers, business farmers, who really do not need to learn a lot, but we have to share with them elements and strategies of our planning. So mechanization is an opportunity if it meets our real needs, if it is a piece of our strategy, and it is a part of a cultural activity that aims at exploiting innovation as a chance for improving process and products and the quality of life of people working every day in our fields, which is no easy task. You know that there are also some ethical problems in this respect, but I think this is one of the most important challenges we are dealing with, and I believe that having these partners and having shared with these partners ideas and strategies is so important for us. We have a productive system in Puglia which is linked not only to agriculture but also to mechanization, which is an essential element to be enhanced and protected. And in the association of all of these opportunities as a backdrop, we have a region that is now organizing itself to host this event in the best of manners. Puglia is a very attractive region, not only for tourism, not only for beach tourism or religious tourism, but also for the development of a strong fair systems, and Mrs. Bicelli is working very hard to attract private partners inside the fair system. So you see, you have at your disposal the best of Puglia, that is a real vital partner, and we are very, very proud of this Puglia. I think this is our strength, or it is the strength of the regional policies. I think this is just a preliminary remark, and well, of course, the President and Mrs. Bichelier will be more detailed about our programs. Well, this event will take place in October after the main fair, that is the Fiera del Levante, which takes place in September. Well, I would like to thank all of you. Well, I was just tasked with defining the frame of this event. The painting will be depicted by the other speakers, and I wish all the best for the success of this event. I would like just to reiterate our support to this event and also to Fiera del Levante. Well, this is our task. We support these kind of events, and especially Agri Levante. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Di Gioia, for your kind words, not only for us, Fiera, but also for Agri Levante, because the support of institutions is so crucial. So having the support of regional administration in events that are so important for the economy of our region, well, I think this is something that is unmatched. Well, Agri Levante is one of our trump cards. It is one of the jewels of our crown. And it is a jewel of our crown, not only for numbers that are always on the increase and because they translate the interests of operators. It is important also for its task of guiding the understanding of development trends of some economic production chains, industrial production chain. Matching demand and supply. What I would like just to emphasize is the international scope of this event, especially of this edition, because this is important also for the development plans that Fiera del Levante intends to promote for the future. So giving again center stage to this international dimension, international scope, is so important for us. Well, this means that not only our events are on increase in terms of numbers, but also are more and more internationally recognized. So this is a reason for being satisfied, and also it is a reason for us to thank you for your hard work. And I'll give the floor to Massimo Goldoni. Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. I would like to screen our footage. Well, first of all, please allow me to thank Mrs. Bichelier. And we start from a video, from a footage, and then my words, my remarks will be just a comment to this footage. Thank you for joining us today. Meanwhile, Well, as I was mentioning before, first of all, I would like to reiterate my thanks to all of you. I would like to thank Mrs. Bisceglia. I would like also to thank the regional Minister for Agriculture. I would like also to thank all the journalists for joining us today. It is restarting in a loop. So, to conclude with my thanks that, of course, are extended to all of our friends that I see in this room, the representatives of mass media. I would like to thank also the president of the Chamber of Commerce of Bari. Good morning, Mr. Ambrosi. Well, of course, I'm glad to see him again. Well, I have to say that before the regional minister for agriculture has made a comment. He told us this is a sort of celebration, the presentation of AgriLevante. Well, I'm really happy to be here with you today because for me, for Federunacom, this event is becoming a real jewel of our crown. I would like to thank the Fiera del Levante of Bari for their collaboration. I would like to thank all of those who contribute to the success of this event, and I extend my greetings to my friends that I see here. Well, I think that this is just an example of a successful story that allows us to put in place all of our potential and be more clear. Well, you have seen the footage that simplified the numbers of this event, of this exhibition. Well, I was a young boy when I started to come here to participate in Fiera del Levante. We were part of Fiera del Levante, but it was our idea from the very beginning to give AgriLevante its own dimension as a fair. We believed in this. We wanted this with all of our forces. We have found the collaborations, the collaborators, and the results are before the eyes of everyone. This is a success story in a landscape of fairs that is particularly sensitive, particularly delicate, is maybe experiencing a time of crisis, to be frank, because you know very well that the world of fairs is now experiencing a time of crisis. On the contrary, here we have always recorded a growth, and not only in terms of quantities, but also in terms of the quality level. Well, the quality level, and also in this case, thanks to these new additions, a new conference center, a technological one, a modern one, in line with the needs of modern fairs. So a very good technological system with high levels of innovation. Well, of course, this can be used by us and also by the media. Well, I think this is the bedrock on which we can construct the success of this edition. Well, in addition to this, what is the real plus of this event is the international scope. The number of foreign delegations has always been increasing, and we register an increase in the interest on the part of all the world players. And we know very well that it is essential to have foreign markets participating in our event. So being able to convey and involve operators of countries coming from the Mediterranean area, of course, which is our catchment basin, our domestic catchment basin, where we have to be center stage, and Bari is in the middle of the Mediterranean, but also sub-Saharan Africa, Asian countries. Because markets are there, because all different needs of agricultures are emerging there, are developing there. And we are lucky, which is not by chance, it is related to our history and tradition. We are the champions of specialization. We are those who have been able, over the years, starting from the First World War, post-World War period, have been able to combine all the needs of agriculture. So we have developed all the technologies, starting from the primary ones, from very simple things, but in some regions, simple things are desperately required, because sub-Saharan countries, for example, must start from first mechanization level. And we know very well how important is to have this primary mechanization means, because, of course, agriculture is so important for these countries. So, our intention was to bring to Bari the world. We wanted the world to come to Bari at AgriLevante to be aware of what is available to them. It is clear that the exhibition is not just a mere exhibition. It is not just showcasing machineries, equipments, devices on beautiful floors with beautiful lighting systems. Well, okay, this is important, but the real objective must be that of putting together a set of values, a set of pieces of knowledge and discussions, because it must be the place from where discussions, new trends may emerge for our future. Another fundamental element of this event is technological innovation, something we cannot do without. Our businesses must work on this, because this makes us different from our competitors. We have some problems in being competitive in terms of prices, because we work in Italy and we have all a series of features, of characteristics. So what makes the difference is, in this case, technological innovation. So we have somehow, we have been able to transfer our experience of success from Bologna to Bari. We have created an event, not reproducing it as it was in Bologna, but we have developed this project in line with the needs, with your local needs, the needs of this beautiful place. I have to thank you for this warm and nice weather, which is so rare for someone like me who was born in the Po Valley. Well, all this together with the collaboration of the industrial fabric of Puglia and of the Bari province, and with the collaboration of the local institutions, the regional ministry, the Apulian universities, all the people who have been working at this project, and I'm looking at my friend Biagio. All these are the right ingredients. I would like also to mention the Agronomic Mediterranean Institute, another jewel of our crown. For many years, we have put in place very tangible activities with this institute. Well, tangible activities are so badly needed because we need tangible results. So with this institute, we have over the years developed a lot of capacities, very important capacities with positive fallouts on both the businesses and the community. Well, what I mean is that what we put in place here in Bari with Fiera del Levante is a platform, no longer a simple exhibition, not only an event, but a logistic operative platform that may be the real engine for our future development. Well, and it is for the future that we want to work because we have a heritage at our disposal, a tremendous heritage of producers, of farms, of farming produce, of top quality produce. This is our heritage, and we must develop this heritage for this to be the basis of our competitive advantage vis-à-vis our competitors. So for this, we attach a great importance to innovation that we considered one of our main assets. Also this year, we have had already a lot of requests for our contest of technological innovation. Well, of course, numbers will be surely better than those of last edition. So we want, by doing this, we want to reach new productive models, more efficient models that take into account also environmental sustainability, which is so important for those who operate in the farming sector, because this is the well-being that gives rise to all of our excellent products. I believe, and I'm closing with this final remark because I don't mean to be too tedious. Well, I think that also in this case, the political aspect is fundamental. Well, of course, the commercial, industrial aspects are important as well. But having political partnerships becomes so important because this puts together all a series of factors that allow you to develop in the best of manner our activities. So we'll organize many meetings with panels made of panelists with great ideas, because we think this is an added value to discuss within meetings hosted in Agri-Levante. We'll discuss about migration flows. We should not forget that this is an aspect we have to come to terms with when we speak about farming and labor. Well, we will also discuss about the strategies to be adopted to counter hydrogeological instability. We have seen what has happened in the Abruzzo region. Well, this is another aspect we want to work very hard at. We think that with the smart use of technology, of capacities, of our skills in Italy, which are the envy of the rest of the world, well, with the use of all of these assets, we can prevent all a series of events that, if neglected, result in catastrophes, social catastrophes, industrial catastrophes. In my area, there was an earthquake in an industrial district, and it has been a catastrophe. There were no real material damage, but the fallout has been catastrophic for our industrial fabric. Well, we believe that putting together machinery, capacities, skills, experience, and technology that connect all of these ingredients, we are able to help the territorial realities to prevent catastrophes, or at least to contain them by developing appropriate technology. So I believe that I've more or less covered all the aspects of our next edition of Agri Levante. I believe, or maybe I'm sure, I'm confident on the basis of the numbers that have been made available to us, and I would like to thank also my organization for this. Well, I'm confident that the results would be better than the ones, the numbers that we have seen in the footage. And I think that AgriLevante 2017 will be a rendezvous not to miss by all farming operators. I would like to thank all of you. I would like to thank Fiera del Levante, and a technical announcement. At the end of this meeting, a lunch will be served outside this room.